Hey YouTube, and welcome in all the ghost hunters out there. Phasmophobia development team has given us some very big news today. We have confirmed dates on when the console release and the Halloween event for 2024 is going to release for Phasmophobia. And before we actually get into anything else, Phasmophobia has actually released a Phasmophobia console release trailer that I want to be able to look at with all of you. Let's go ahead and check that out. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
What did you see? Okay, never mind, we're coming. Hello?
Did get a lot of rewards in 2020, it's true. A lot of different sounds than would you experience in actual gameplay. I wonder if there's an audio update coming soon. That's pretty cool. There's no way it was actually in UV on the ceiling this whole time. That was unbelievably cool. I really hope that there hasn't been on the ceiling in Sunny Meadows this whole time the release date in UV, because if there was, I'm going to kick myself in the butt, I swear. But that was super cool. Getting to experience a lot of different audio sounds. They did a great job on this, trying to capture what it feels like being in a group squad on something like Sunny Meadows with a ghost hunting you for the first time. Just unbelievable panic, so much fear. And then inevitably it changes into more and more of an investigative style game. So like with every single teaser or any kind of patch notes we have, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of an overview of them. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in to this post that was posted today. So here we have it, the Blood Moon Rises Halloween event 2024. And as we all know, they've always been teasing that when the Halloween event kicks off for 2024 is when the console release is going to be. So here we have it. This is the grand announcement. Down to the Blood Moon here. From the start of the event, Blood Moon weather will rain down constantly across multiple map locations in Phasmophobia. Now notice it doesn't say all maps, only some maps. Just like a lot of other events they have for Phasmophobia, for Halloween, for Easter, for Christmas, etc. There usually is only some maps you have to go to and complete it. And when you go into your map selection board, it's going to probably have that little holiday icon next to the map so you know which ones you have to do. I'm assuming it's going to be the exact same thing for this event. During the Blood Moon, we're tasking ghost hunters to work together to achieve a set of 3 community goals, each with increasingly larger ID card rewards, in order to unlock the final reward, a trophy and a Blood Moon weather as a permanent unlock for players post-event. Now, this is huge. This is one of the biggest holiday rewards we've ever seen in Phasmophobia, a brand new weather effect that you will have for completing this event. And it goes on a little bit further to say, this new weather type will have a chance to modify your future hunts while providing better rewards and modified ghost behaviors when it takes place. So maybe we're talking about maybe like a unique ghost look. It's obviously going to be unique weather. We're going to see the blood moon in the sky, I'm sure. But when it talks about increased ghost activity and better rewards, this could change the foundation of this game forever. Because we always talk about what's the best way to level, what's the best custom. The best custom may indeed include this weather effect that you get from the blood moon. So this may be huge for future gameplay. And I always think to myself, whenever I think of a video game and I think of the blood moon happening outside, it always increases activity. It always makes it a little bit more dangerous to be outside and be around. You can think of like Zelda and stuff like that. It's always a bad thing. So more than likely, this is going to increase ghost activity and maybe even make it hunt earlier. Who knows? It's all speculation at this point. But I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to increase the multiplier to some level, probably the highest multiplier of any weather effect in the game. Then it says, obviously, the big thing we're all waiting for, ghost hunters will have access to this event on October 28th, 2024, all the way until November 13th, 2024. That's a pretty nice, sizable amount of time to go ahead and do this event. I'm glad they really pushed it out into November so we could do this, because they're releasing it so close to Halloween. You really don't have a lot of October to get this done, so at least they're giving us to November 13th to get it done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom past game updates right now, and I'm going to go down to what a lot of you are probably here for. I know this is what I really cared about. When is console release in terms of when the Halloween update is going to release? Well, console's going to release the very next day. It's going to be October 29th, 6 p.m. UTC time. So that means that the moment that console players go ahead and download Phasmophobia, the first time you open it up, it will have the Blood Moon event, the Halloween event for 2024 live, so you can go ahead and do it with your friends immediately without any delay at all. Now, I also want to go ahead and talk about this a little bit more too, because a lot of people have been asking, is there going to be cross-platform play? The answer is yes, there's going to be cross-platform play the moment it releases. That way, if you want to go ahead and play with your friend on console and you're on PC or vice versa, you will be able to do that without any issues. And from my understanding, there will be voice recognition to the level of you'll be able to talk to people on console and you'll be able to talk to people on PC no problem when you're using the V button, the global or the walkie-talkie, whatever have you. But the problem comes, I think, when it's going to be when the console player wants to talk to the ghost. And I don't really see this as that big of an issue because there really is no such thing as like voice recognition. People always say that if you say the ghost's name or you say where are you or show yourself, it's going to increase the ghost activity. I don't know how true that really is. I've never actually noticed any increased activity from saying those things. The biggest thing is being able to use the spirit box, being able to use the Ouija board, being able to use the curse objects, and being able to go ahead and have the ghost hear you when it's hunting so it knows where you are, it can kill you. And it will be able to do all of those things. So I wouldn't really stress too much about the voice recognition for console players. I think it's all going to be totally fine. Now, going back up to the game update section, it does say that the Blood Moon event and the console release is not the only things coming with this to the end of this month. There is going to be some bug fixes, optimizations, and things of that nature as well. And I think that's really, really needed because if many of you have probably already known, there is a mic bug inside the game. If you use toggle or push to talk, it may hear you inside of the game, even if you're not hitting your push to talk or your toggle button. The voice recognition of Phasmophobia is just going to randomly start hearing you if you don't start hitting your V button, your global push and talk button. And that's been a bit of a sore spot for a lot of players because it gets you killed. So I know for me personally, when I'm playing solo, I turn voice recognition off altogether. I hit no devices. I don't cue it up to my microphone. That way the ghost never hears me. They really need to fix that bug. It's really, really bad, and it's going to confuse a lot of new players if they don't. But outside of that, there's a lot of bugs in Phasmophobia. We all know. We call them features as a meme, but they do need to get fixed, so we'll see what they end up doing with that. The one thing that has me a little bit interested is they're talking about adding a challenge board. You can go ahead and see things like, you know, your progress on the Apocalypse trophies. You can see your progress on your dailies, your weekly tasks. Maybe even the thing where you have to get 50 ghosts correct inside of Point Hope, that hidden Easter egg ID card. You always ask yourself, well, how many times have I gotten a ghost right on Point Hope? I don't know if I'm close. I don't know if I'm far. I don't know how many more I need. They really need a challenge board and to be able to show all of those things so us as a player know how far away we are from doing certain obstacles in front of us when we go ahead and play. And since we're in Phasmophobia right now, if you don't know what clipboards I'm talking about with our daily and weekly tasks, here they are. This is the daily task board. This is the weekly task board. If they had a board inside the van or inside the lobby here, they have a lot of room on walls. They can go ahead and show us those tasks. They can show us our Apocalypse tasks over here as well. So when you go ahead and you go into your customs, you can go ahead to presets. It'll have Apocalypse 1, 2, and 3. They'll be able to tell us if we've done that or not, or how close we are to completing it, etc. And there is obviously, again, a little bit of an Easter egg card to go ahead and getting 50 correct ghost types correct on Point Hope Lighthouse. We want to know how close we are to that as well, so all this stuff does matter. And while we're here in gameplay, if you do want to know where you're going to be able to turn on your Blood Moon weather effect inside of your custom difficulty once you complete that Halloween challenge, this is it. Go to custom, go to edit, go to contract, and weather right here. You'll notice that every weather, let me go ahead and turn this off of that so you can see a little bit better. So when you go to weather, every certain type of weather has a different type of modifier applied to it. So windy is a set 1x multiplier. We have clear is a little bit of a less payout. We have fog is a bigger payout. Sunrise is a lesser payout. Anything that makes the game easier is a lesser payout. So I'm assuming that, I hope anyway, that Blood Moon is going to go ahead and have a weather effect that's going to give us a much bigger payout than what we currently have with these ones here available to us, because that'll make it so people want to do it in their customs and want to go ahead and grind XP off of it as well. I gotta say though, console release has been a long time in the making. People have been waiting for it for over a year at this point, and I'm so overjoyed to be able to say that it's finally happening and we finally have a date and it's not going to be delayed anymore. It's here. So to all the console players out there who will be playing Phasmophobia for the first time ever soon, welcome into the game. Welcome to the ghost hunting experience. And we're so glad to have you in the Phasmophobia community. And to anybody out there who has been playing Phasmophobia waiting for the Halloween update, I cannot wait to make more content on it. I'm going to be doing tutorials. I'm going to be showing how it all works. We're going to be definitely, showcasing the spoiler at the end of what the end of the event looks like as well. So definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and follow for more, as I'm going to be continuing more Phasmophobia content for all of you friendly ghost hunters out there. Thank you for being part of the Tater Talk community. And until next time, my friends, stay crispy.